Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is customs and culture. And before we get into any lesson, boys and girls, it is important for us to sanitize. Remember, when we sanitize, we are showing everyone that we are big boys and girls, responsible, and that we care about staying safe. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Well done. Today's lesson is all about bonds of 13, grouping, and addition. For our first exercise, boys and girls, let us turn to page 28. On page 28, we are going to be doing some bonds. And not just any bonds, bonds of 13. So our special number today is 13. Now the first house that you can see has bonds of 13, but we are subtracting. I am going to do one for you, the first one that we can see. Let's take a look. So, we know that if we are doing bonds, that we are going to be having an answer on the other side. And our special number is 13. So, instead of us using our counters this time, we can actually use the number line to find out what the answer is. Now remember, we are counting backwards when we are subtracting. So, how many are we taking away from 13? It is 5. So, we are going to put our finger on 13 and we are counting backwards. 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means our answer is 8. So let us write our answer. Remember, boys and girls, when you're subtracting, you can always check if your answer is correct. So we're going to do that by counting 5 forward from 8. And if we are able to get the same answer, that means that it is correct. The same answer this time would be 13. So let's count 5 going to 13. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that our answer is correct. So for the house that you can see where you are subtracting, take your time. You can use your number line. You can also use your counters and maybe your fingers. Now, let us go to the next house. The next house has so many sums that are now being added. And not just any, we need to bridge so that our answer is 13. So how are we going to bridge so that our answers are 13? Well, I'm going to do one with you. The one that you can see that starts with 6 is the one we're going to do together. Now, the sum says 6 plus dash equals 13. So, we now need to find out what our answer is. We're going to draw 13 sticks. And then after that, we're going to take away 6 of those sticks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 little sticks. Now we need to take away 6. And we're going to use a different colored chalk so that we don't get confused. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have now taken away 6 sticks. So our job now is to count the ones that are left. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we now know our missing number. Let's write our missing number 7. Now the sum is complete because the sum now says 6 plus 7 equals 13. Now I want you to do this for all the sums that you can see where there is a missing number before the equal sign. Let us now go to the last part of our exercise. Here we are going to be just adding 2 to each of those numbers. And that one is very, very easy. I'm going to do the one with 17. So we have 17, then an arrow pointing to plus 2. And then our answer is going to be on the other side. So we want to add 2 to 17, which means we are counting on. So if we go to our number line, we have the number 17. And we're going to add 2. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2. So our answer is 19. So we are going to write 19. Now remember, boys and girls, if you want to check if your work is correct, you must go the opposite way. If we are to take away 2 from 19, we should be getting 17. Let's try. If we take away 2, let's start at 19, we should get to 17. Let's go. 1, 2. So that means our answer is correct. Well done, everyone. So please do your work by yourself, but if you are lost and don't know what to do, it's okay to ask for help. I will see you soon after our advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
For our next exercise, boys and girls, let us turn to page 29. On page 29, we are going to continue with grouping. Now, grouping is very important, and this time, what we are going to do is first guess and then we will count. So, the pictures that we have here are asking us to first guess and then we will count. So, how many pots do you think you have? Let's first guess. I am guessing that they are 25, maybe 25. So where it says I think at the bottom, you are going to write what you guessed. So I am going to write 25. And now let us count the pots. Take your finger and count each pot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, I was so close to my guess. Now we know that there are 28 pots. So that means that we need to write 28 after it says I count. So remember, we first need to guess and then we need to actually count. Then after that, boys and girls, we're going to make groups of 4 and you will count. So take your time, make sure that you do count when it says count and make sure where you guess where it says I think. Let's now turn to the next page, page 30. On page 30, we have a beautiful bunny and the bunny is holding an Easter egg. Yum, 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 yum. I love Easter eggs. But it is going to be our job to not only find out what the sum is for each and every sum, but to also color according to the answer we get. So if your answer is 12 or 15 for any of the sums, that means you are going to color it brown. If your answer is 7 or 8 or 11, you are going to use the color yellow. And if your answer is 5 or 14, that means you're going to color it red. You're going to continue like this until you are done. But I would like you to first solve each sum or problem before you start coloring. This one I'm sure you can do by yourselves. Make sure you take your time and that you read each sum correctly. Then after that, color the answer according to the key. I'm going to leave you with this and I will see you just now after our advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
We have now come to the end of our lesson and I hope you had so much fun like I did. Now that we are at the end of the lesson, boys and girls, we need to sanitize. Remember, we need to sanitize because we're trying to stay safe and be responsible as well. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Well done. I wonder though, I haven't seen Sashi and I would like him to have a sweet today. Sashi! Hi Sashi! Would you like a sweet today? There you go, let's put it in your mouth. Okay, so from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank thank you for joining us today, and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF for Every Child, My Zone Online School, and Amos Meerkat Syllabus.